Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek with some pretty wild and crazy stuff for you today. I have some really early Japanese currency, and this is amongst my favorite stuff that I've seen out there. These guys, were representative of currency. So this would be this piece would be 1 mon. This is from the 1800s, early 1800s. They call this the Edo period. I probably slaughtered that already. This little guy on here is Daikoku, which also I probably slaughtered, but the Shinto god of wealth. But he's on a lot of these pieces here. What I like about these is they have all these different stamps on them, so none of them are quite in the same place. So if you get a couple notes that are similar, you'll see like the red seal that looks like the Boeotian shield, and then that gold shield are in different places. And so there's just, for anyone who, this is probably really inexpensive beginner stuff for anyone who collects Japanese stuff. They might not even mess with these because these are really inexpensive. These banknotes are, you can pick them up for 20 bucks or so. I've seen them kicking around for that price point, sometimes more, sometimes less. This was 1 mon, which was 3.7 grams of silver, which is, this is 4.8 grams. So basically, almost 2 mercury dimes worth of silver. So, and these are cool because they came in very different, designs. Here you have, a different god on top on this one. This one is supposed to be from the 1730s, and the paper was really thick. So when they block printed stuff, which was cool, so basically you would carve wood blocks and put the ink on them. And so a lot of early currency is block print from different countries. And so the ink is kind of fun to see. The designs are cool. So you had lots of different stamps that went into these because you had the wood block stamp. Then you had the stamps that went over them. And then some of them probably had some hand-drawn calligraphy on them, although this all looks to be stamped on this piece here. This was the same denomination, just a different century on this. And then, of course, all of my friends who know Japanese, you can take time to translate the entire thing for me. What's fun also is just the different sizes. So then you get into the 1770s. This period, look how much bigger this note is than the other ones. You can see just the size differential. And but wait, we're not done, because then you get to this note, which is much bigger than the other ones. And also with Daikoku on there with the god of wealth. And these bigger ones, they also had holes in them. You could probably wear them. And there's a certain amount of girth to these that's also interesting. These small ones I'm pretty sure are rice paper. These thicker ones, I'm not sure if that's rice paper or not, because it's very much feels more like cardboard. But the engraving on these is fun. They had a lot of talented people, of course, that worked on engraving and making sure that things were made properly. So, and sometimes I get a hint of age when I look at old collectibles, just based on the fact that I've seen this type of thing. And then you can kind of get a feel for the age of something when you look at a lot of things that are different from different time periods. So this issue is pretty much the same issue, only larger. I mean, you look, a lot of the symbology on here is the same. I'm guessing that this is probably twice as valuable. I don't know if there's a big difference on, I don't know how many mon this was good for. But these were probably, that has some nice engraving on this one. Sometimes you'll see the old 100 mon bronze coins kicking around, and I would guess that some of these are valued that way. Although it's interesting because I've seen some of them, this is cool, I've seen some of them that have an actual picture of the 100 mon on there. Also, as I was going through the one catalog that had some of these in them, they actually were talking about how certain issues were specific to Mexican silver coins. So they were actually good for trade in 8 reals, which I thought was really amazing. So this is an area where I don't have a huge knowledge base, but I have a huge fandom base. Does that make sense? I really enjoy stuff like this, partially because it's pretty inexpensive. I mean, like I said, most of these types of notes you'll see trading for $20 to $40, and just kind of a cool thing, you know. And forgive me if I misrepresented anything for those of you who specialize in this stuff, but you know, this is just kind of a general overview of what this type of what these items are, just to get people exposed to it, so they can get a feel for, you know, how people would have this and they trade it for this, and there was other notes that they would have that you would end up trading for Mexican 8 reals. I mean, how cool is that? So, all right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I've been the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the owl button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.